Starting at print, I'll be using a Gerber project. I have all of my files here and I select them all and upload them. They were automatically sorted correctly, so I click Next. Here you see that the top copper was properly identified as a top copper, and the bottom copper was correctly identified as a bottom copper. I also have a section here called vias, and it goes from the top copper to bottom copper. On a board with multiple layers, there will be inner layers as well as a top copper and a bottom copper that you'll route the vias between. Here you'll say where each of your drill files go. This one goes from the first inner layer to the top copper. But I could also say from the bottom copper to the top copper, or from the second inner layer to the top copper, or whatever my project needs. You'll be able to specify all of those things through here, and then the software will build the appropriate data that it needs to print. An important note is that there is a silkscreen file here. We currently don't do anything with silkscreens, but we just tell you there is a space for a silkscreen file for the future whenever we implement that. After you've sorted your files, you'll get a 3D preview. You can move the sliders on the left where your different layers are listed to show and hide different layers. For example, if I just want to see how the vias connect to the top copper, I can drag that bottom slider up and the top slider down, so I'm hiding the top solder mask and the bottom copper. Now I can zoom in with the scroll wheel and move so I can see exactly where the vias are in relation to the top copper layer. If I want to see the bottom copper, I can turn it back on and see how everything looks. I can also turn the top copper off and see what the vias and bottom copper look like. It's a good idea to quickly step through your design in this view to make sure that you set things up the way you want, and if vias are missing or something is in the wrong place, you can click back and tweak the settings here in case it's not in the appropriate location. Once you're done adjusting the settings, click Done and check everything again in the 3D view, and you're done.